Namaste dosto. Welcome back to Easy Peasy Hindi. Today we are diving into a super useful Hindi verb, dhona, which means to wash in English. We'll explore how to use this verb in past, present and future tense with easy to follow examples. Plus, I'll share simple formulas to help you confidently use this verb in everyday conversations. So, let's jump right in and make learning Hindi easy peasy. Now, friends, the Hindi word for washing is dhona. Now, here the root verb is dho, that is base form of the verb. The process of washing is known as dhona. If a person who washes clothes is a man, he is known as dhobi. And if it's a woman, it's known as dhoban. Now, friends, that we know the basics, let's see how to use dhona, that is washing, in the present tense with simple examples. To make it easy, here's a simple formula to help you form sentences effortlessly. So the formula is subject followed by noun, which could be singular or plural, followed by dho, that is the root word for washing, followed by either raha, rahi or rahe, followed by who, hai or hain, depending upon the context. Let's clarify with the help of some examples. Let's look at a very simple example. I am washing clothes, where I refers to a masculine speaker would translate to मैं plus kapde plus dho plus raha plus हूँ. Now here's how it breaks down. मैं stands for I, kapde stands for clothes. Now dho basically means wash and raha हूँ indicates the present continuous tense for a masculine speaker. So it becomes मैं कपड़े धो रहा हूँ. Now if a woman says I'm washing my hair, it translates to मैं plus बाल plus धो plus रही plus हूँ. Now how it breaks down is मैं, as you can understand, is the equivalent of I, बाल is hair, धो is the root verb wash, followed by rahi hoon. Rahi hoon indicates present continuous tense for a feminine speaker. So the sentence becomes मैं बाल धो रही हूँ. Now if we say we are washing dishes, it translates to हम बर्तन धो रहे हैं. So हम means we, बर्तन means dishes, धो is the root verb, followed by रहे हैं. Now रहे हैं indicates the present continuous tense for a group that includes at least one male or a mixed gender group. And so the sentence becomes हम बर्तन धो रहे हैं. Now if we have to say he is washing the car, it translates to वह followed by गाड़ी plus धो plus रहा plus है. वह means he, as in this situation. It can also mean she, depending on the context. गाड़ी is car, धो is wash, that is the root verb, and रहा है indicates the present continuous tense for a masculine singular object. Now if we say she is washing hands, it translates to वह हाथ धो रही है. Now वह stands for she. It can also mean he, as we saw in the previous example. हाथ are hands, धो is the root verb wash, रही है again indicates present continuous tense for a feminine singular subject. Now if we say they are washing fruits, it translates to वे फल धो रहे हैं. Now वे stands for they. Phal is fruits, dho is the root verb wash, rahe hain indicates present continuous tense for a group that includes at least one male or a mixed gender group. Now if we say they are washing vegetables, where it's a group of females, we would say वे सब्जियां धो रही हैं. So वे stands for they. Sabziyan is vegetables. Dho is again the root verb wash. Rahi hai indicates present continuous tense for a group of only females. Now friends, that we've understood the present tense, let's move on to the past tense. The past tense, as we know, is used for actions that have already happened. And to make sentence formation easy, here's a simple formula. Subject plus ne followed by the noun, followed by dho plus either ya, e or a, plus or followed by tha, thi or the, depending upon the context. Let's understand with the help of some examples. For example, if I have to say, I had washed clothes, it would become मैं plus ने plus कपड़े plus धो plus a plus the. मैं means I, and when it is followed by ne, that is, ne is the past tense marker for transitive verbs, it becomes मैंने, which means I in the past tense. Kapde, as you know, is clothes. Dho, that is the root verb, when followed by a becomes dhoe, which is a past participle form for plural masculine objects, meaning washed. And then comes the, which indicates past perfect tense for plural objects. The sentence becomes मैंने कपड़े धोए थे. Let's take another example. I washed the car. It will become मैं followed by ने, that becomes मैंने, followed by गाड़ी plus धो plus e becomes धोई plus थी. मैंने गाड़ी धोई थी. Now here's how it breaks down. मैं means I. When this मैं is followed by ने, which is the past tense marker for transitive verbs, it becomes मैंने, which is I in the past tense, followed by the noun, that is गाड़ी, which means car, followed by धो. Now when धो is joined with e, it becomes धोई, which is the past participle form for a feminine singular object, meaning washed, and thi indicates the past perfect tense for a singular feminine noun. So the sentence becomes मैंने गाड़ी धोई थी. Now let's take another example. I washed the truck. So it will become मैं followed by ने plus truck plus धो followed by या plus था. So मैं, that means I, when followed by ने becomes मैंने, which is I in the past tense, followed by the noun, which is a masculine singular noun, that is truck, followed by धो. When धो is joined with ya, it becomes धोया, which is past participle form for a masculine singular object, that is the truck here, which means washed. And tha indicates the past perfect tense for a singular masculine noun. And the sentence becomes मैंने truck धोया था. Let's explore one more example. We washed the clothes. It becomes हम plus ने plus कपड़े plus धो plus a plus थे. So हम, which means we, when joined with ne becomes हमने, which is the we in past tense, followed by कपड़े, that means clothes, which is a plural masculine noun, which is then followed by धो. धो is of course the root word for wash in Hindi, followed by a. Now it becomes धोए. धोए is the past participle form for plural masculine objects, which means washed. And the indicates past perfect tense for plural objects. And therefore the sentence becomes हमने कपड़े धोए थे. Now if we say we had washed the car, it will become हम plus ने plus gadi plus dho plus e plus thi. So hum means we, and when we add ne to hum, it becomes humne, which is the past tense of we. So it becomes humne. Followed by gadi, that is car, which is a feminine singular noun. Dho, when followed by e, becomes dhoi, which is past participle form for a feminine singular object, which means washed. Followed by thi, which indicates past perfect tense for a singular feminine noun, and it becomes humne gadi dhoi thi. Now, if we have to say he washed the clothes or she washed the clothes, then what we are going to say is उसने कपड़े धोए थे. Now let's understand this with clarity. He or she means वह in Hindi. Now when वह is followed by ने, we don't say वह ने. It becomes उसने. Alright? So he or she means उसने in past tense in Hindi. Kapde are clothes. Dho, when followed by a, becomes dhoe, which is past participle form for plural masculine objects, meaning washed, followed by the, which indicates the past perfect tense for plural objects, and so it becomes usne kapde dhoe the. Now, if we have to say they washed the utensils, we would say unhone bartan dhoe the. Now here's how it breaks down. They is known as ve in Hindi, right? But when ve is followed by ne, because we have to make a past tense, it becomes unhone. We don't say vene, we say unhone, which means they in the past tense. So unhone followed by utensils, that is bartan in Hindi. Dho, when followed by a, becomes dhoe. Dhoe is the past participle form for plural masculine objects, which means washed in Hindi. Followed by the, which indicates the past perfect tense for plural objects. And so the sentence becomes unhone bartan dhoe the. Now friends, that we've completed the past tense, let's move on to the future tense. Now, future tense is used for actions that will happen in future. And there's a very simple, short formula that you have to memorize to say these sentences properly. The formula is subject plus noun plus either dhonga, dhongi or dhoenge. And here your sentence is complete. Let's understand with the help of some examples. I will wash clothes will become मैं कपड़े धोऊंगा. Now मैं is I. Kapde, of course, now you know, are clothes. Now dhonga basically means will wash when used where the subject is masculine singular. And so the sentence becomes मैं कपड़े धोऊंगा. Now if a female person says I will wash the dishes, it would translate to मैं बर्तन धोऊंगी. Now मैं, as you can understand, stands for I. Bartan, you know, are dishes or utensils, which are plural, masculine noun. And dhongi becomes will wash. That is, the ungi ending indicates that the subject is feminine. And so the sentence becomes मैं बर्तन धोऊंगी. Now, if someone says, we will wash the car, it translates to hum गाड़ी धोएंगे. Now, hum, as you know, is we. Gadi is car, which is a feminine singular noun. And dhोएंगे basically means will wash, that stands for a plural subject like we. And so the sentence becomes hum गाड़ी धोएंगे. If we have to say she will wash the clothes, it will become वह कपड़े धोएगी. Vah stands for she. It can also stand for he. But here it stands for she. Kapde, as you know, is clothes, that is plural masculine noun. And धोएगी is basically will wash. So the egi that we add to dho indicates a singular feminine subject, and therefore it becomes वह कपड़े धोएगी. She clothes will wash. Let's continue with one more example. He will wash the clothes. Now can you think how it will turn out to be? Okay, let's do it together. He again becomes वह. So वह stands both for he and she. Now kapde is clothes. And now we will say धोएगा and not धोएगी as in the previous example, because the ega ending after dho indicates a singular masculine subject. So basically the person who is going to wash the clothes is a man, and that's why we say धोएगा. And so the sentence becomes वह कपड़े धोएगा. And if we have to say they, that is masculine, will wash the clothes, it translates to वे कपड़े धोएंगे. Now वे is they, that is a group of males or a mixed gender group. Kapde are clothes and धोएंगे means will wash. Now एंगे when added to dho indicates a plural masculine or mixed gender subject who are going to perform the act. So it becomes वे कपड़े धोएंगे. And now if we have to say the same thing for a feminine group, they will wash the clothes, we would say वे कपड़े धोएंगी. So वे stands for they, कपड़े are of course clothes, and धोएंगी means will wash. Now the एंगी which is added to the dho, it indicates a plural feminine subject. And so the sentence becomes वे कपड़े धोएंगी. And दोस्तों, that's all for today. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more easy Hindi lessons. मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में. Let's meet in another video. And until next time, take care and बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.